You're not even going to believe the brilliance of the GOP argument right here. This is Senator Steve Daines, everybody.
If you were to take or destroy the eggs of a sea turtle.
Oh, what?
Now, I said the eggs, not the hatchlings. That's also a penalty, but the eggs. The criminal penalties are severe, up to a $100,000 fine and a year in prison. Now, why? Why do we have laws in place that protect the eggs of a sea turtle or the eggs of eagles? Because when you destroy an egg, you're killing a preborn baby sea turtle or a preborn baby eagle.
Preborn.
Yet when it comes to a preborn human baby, rather than a sea turtle, that baby will be stripped of all protections in all 50 states under the Democrats' bill they'll be voting on tomorrow. Is that what the America the left wants?
Oh, it's just, whoa, it's brilliant, isn't it?
He's convinced me. That sea turtle argument was sound. That was great. I'm convinced. I flipped.
I hate to break it to the Republican Party in the United States Senate, but yes, women have more rights than sea turtles. We just do. I mean, that is just bizarre. Not that they're in favor of the Endangered Species Act, okay? But this is his argument that sea turtles, women shouldn't have as many. It's just, okay, yes, women have more rights than sea turtles, Senator. We're not an endangered species. Although I would say that if human beings, okay, I'll go down this road with him. If human beings ever become endangered, meaning there are less than 100 of us left, I would be against abortion. I would go there. I would do that. I would be proud to say, okay, but we're not endangered and we don't lay eggs on the beach. I just couldn't believe the nerve of them. The absolute brazen nerve of them to say that women don't have as many, women should not have more rights than a sea turtle. Listen, we're not endangered. Sea turtles are endangered. And I remember Rush Limbaugh, who lives on Palm Beach, on the beach. Well, he's dead now. Oh, well. But if he's looking up right now, he'll tell you that he was very upset about the protection of sea turtles during breeding, during egg laying season, because he wanted to turn his lights on outside and he felt that he was not able to do. I mean, it's just so unbelievable. But, what they're not for protecting the eggs of the preborn. What is with this word now? Preborn sea turtle. It's just, all right. So here's what I know. I know today the Supreme Court is going to have one of their conferences. They're going to meet with each other. These are like really on the QT and the, big cavernous, wood paneled conference room. And I would guess that the topic of conversation is this. I would guess that this is what's on Chief Justice Roberts' mind. And I would guess that Chief Justice Roberts, who has been a disappointment to the Republican Party many times because he's not a reliable, uber right-wing, Opus Dei, women of praise version of extreme right Catholicism, and he might not want to see the Supreme Court lose its standing any further with the American people, who now believe in a very vast majority that the Supreme Court has become just a bunch of political hacks, that it isn't a judiciary as much as it is a political rubber stamp for whatever the religious right wants to achieve, whatever, is in their feeble little Opus Dei, Leo Leonard minds, that they were told they had to just rubber stamp, and that includes taking away a woman's right to privacy. Now, I just want to be really clear about this, because I don't know that people understand the clarity that this issue needs. This decision was not based on religious freedom, although obviously this is what they are doing. They're exerting religious privilege, meaning their version of Catholicism is the version of the official religion of the United States of America, as far as seven of these, or six of these Supreme Court justices are concerned, or at least five of them are concerned. Okay, the Clarence Thomas, the Alito, the Barrett, right? Roberts, I don't think, is down with this. I think Roberts, remember, Roberts voted to uphold Obamacare. Roberts voted to protect LGBTQ employees from discrimination. He struck down the Louisiana abortion restrictions. He saved DACA. He preserved it for children who arrive unauthorized in the United States. Who live here and, are educated here and have never, ever, ever in their lives broken the law, right? So he's unreliable in every conservative legal, movement that you could imagine. I would assume that today at this conference, he's going to try and peel off one Supreme Court justice from the uber ultra right-wing Catholic right. Now, you know that Amy is probably not likely to be peeled off of this, right? She's a woman of praise, And what's really creepy about this is Alito wrote the opinion, and it shouldn't be this way. So here's what I'm guiding myself with. So here's the protocol of the Supreme Court. If the majority is down with this and the Chief Justice, is down with the decision, then the Chief Justice writes the decision. Well, Roberts didn't write this decision, which tells me he's not down with it. And in that case, the next most senior justice gets the assignment to write the case, to write the opinion. That would be Clarence. And they didn't choose Clarence. And that's, the protocol. So why didn't they choose Clarence? Is he too stupid to have written the opinion? I don't know. But Alito wrote the opinion, and that's just not protocol. So something really untoward, something out of the ordinary is already evident here. Now, remember, this isn't a religious case. This was not a case that, they're foisting their religious privilege, their religious preference on, the evangelicals or on people who are of a different religion or of no religion or are, agnostic or atheist. No, this was written to take away a woman's right to privacy based on Alito's opinion that the right to security, privacy in your own person, papers, and things in the due process clause of the Constitution doesn't exist. This is how far he had to go to twist it, right, to say there's no right to privacy. Well, of course there is. But I'm going to guess that Roberts feels like he can pull one of the five away from the decision that Alito wrote. And if that's the case, that he could pull one of the five, and if he's not part of the 6-3, then you got a 5-4 decision to uphold Roe. You see what I'm saying? So I got a freaky feeling that the protesting, which they're characterizing as unacceptable and violent and unruly, and chalk is somehow threatening on the sidewalk. Sidewalk chalk is somehow a weapon of mass destruction now. I don't know. Is working. It's working. And that Roberts understands that his court is becoming completely denigrated in the opinion of the people of the United States as being a political tool of the Catholic right. I think he gets it. Now, I can't imagine who he might be able to peel off, but I will tell you, while Gorsuch was born Catholic, and this is totally a virulent strain of Catholicism, this is the Opus Dei, which was started by Franco's advisors in Spain during the fascist era. Gorsuch is an Episcopalian now. Don't have time to listen to the live show? Want to hear more on your schedule? Go to RandiRhodes.com and buy a stinking podcast.